I in the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded. I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke all the steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
I'm back. What is going down, everybody? I am back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for a new episode of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me tonight to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, reviews, non-spoiler. You come right here to Am I on the Air? And yes, we skipped a week. It rarely ever happens, but sometimes life just gets in the way. And we had to skip a week. Our last episode was Hello You, which we did on Valentine's Day, February 14th. But now we took a little silence week there because I had to go out of town. I went to Vegas first, had a couple days in Las Vegas, lost some money, won some money, it was a good time. And then I went over to beautiful Houston, Texas, for a work-related event, and I was there all week. So I just had no opportunity, obviously, to record a new episode. And believe me, I hate missing episodes. So kind of warned y'all at the end of last week, at the end of the last episode that, probably we were going to be skipping a moment there. But we're back, and we're going to get you caught up with everything. You will not miss a beat. While I was gone, though, I did manage to squeak in an Am I on the Air quick bite. As you know, our spinoff podcast, it is a separate feed. But since when I was in the hotel, I said, you know what? I got to get my thoughts out on Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Because, of course, that was the weekend that I took off for Las Vegas was when Ant-Man came out. I did get to see it, obviously, before that. I went to see it in IMAX. I saw it in the preview night. And then threw up my video review up on our TikTok and our Instagram, but had not gotten a chance, obviously, to record an episode or do any of that fun stuff. But while I was in the hotel last week in Texas, I said, let me do a quick bite and at least get my thoughts out. So I did it's probably my longest quick bite. It's not much of a quick bite. It's 23 minutes long, but that is because I went through non-spoiler and I also give some spoiler thoughts as well. Nothing too crazy, because I was kind of, via satellite. But I wanted to at least get my thoughts out for those of you that were waiting to listen to what I thought about Ant-Man, because it has been a divisive movie. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more here tonight, but definitely check out that quick bite. So I did give you guys a little something last week while you were waiting ever so patiently for the new episode to drop. So overall tonight, I am going to be talking Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I am going to be talking Cocaine Bear. And of course, I have a couple TV shows to talk about. And then we're going to get you caught up with everything, guys, from February the 15th through February the 26th. I am broadcasting live early morning on Monday, February the 27th. I am off today, and I was like, you know what? Let's kick off the morning with a new Am I on the Air to get this baby caught up here tonight. So we're going to be breaking everything down within the last 11 days or so. So strap on in, and let's get to it. All right, so going back to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, right? So this is the kickoff to Phase 5. And we're kicking it off with an Ant-Man movie. Ant-Man has always been kind of that palate cleanser type of film. It ended Phase 2, and then it was that middle movie after Infinity War, before Endgame. They went with an Ant-Man movie, right? So it was always this lighter-hearted movie. Nothing too crazy of stakes, right? But it's the third film, so we got to raise the stakes. And director Peyton Reed, coming back, who did the first two films, said, I really wanted this to be kind of like an Avengers type movie, and I want to do it up big. And yes, the movie's called Quantumania because they go to the quantum realm. This movie takes place in the quantum realm 98% of the film. You know, if you've seen the trailer, what you see pretty much on Earth is what's on Earth, and everything else is in the quantum realm. This is the 31st film in the MCU, so crazy that we're in the 30s now. And like I said, so a couple different things here from a programming note. My overall thoughts, non-spoiler, spoiler, are on the quick bites. We are going to be recording this week, probably even later tonight, our big Am I Still on the Air? Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania spoiler review. A lot of you have been waiting, and you know I like to get those spoiler reviews out pretty much the weekend the movie drops. But like I said, being out of town, it was unfortunate we couldn't do it. So we are running a little late, but I've already talked to the guys and we're getting together to get that episode together. So keep an eye on that. Of course, we're going to be doing it on our YouTube video live. So for those of you that want to watch, and for those of you who just listen to the podcast feed, no worry, I will have the audio version up here within the next couple days. But the video always drops first. So video kind of gets exclusivity for a couple days, and then the audio version will join the podcast feed. But yes, we are planning on doing that. So that is coming. So my overall non-spoiler thoughts. I really enjoyed this movie. I love the Ant-Man franchise. I really, really do, because of its lightheartedness, right? Like, I love comedies. I love action comedies. And that's really what Ant-Man's been. I think Paul Rudd is amazing in this role. I love the whole team with like Evangeline Lilly and um, Hank Pym, Michael Douglas. Sorry, I told you, man. I just woke up, so I'm like, gotta get the brain rolling over here. To Yes, Michael Douglas, of course, Michelle Pfeiffer. This movie here introducing Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror, who of course is going to be having a bigger role in Phase 5 because he's going to be the big baddie as we lead to Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. Catherine Newton joining this film as the new Cassie Lang. So her addition was nice. Bill Murray popping up in this, William Jackson Harper popping up in this. So yes, no Michael Pena. I know a lot of people are really sad about that. Because this movie takes place pretty much all in the quantum realm, I kind of understand why there's no Michael Pena. Still would have been nice maybe for a post-credit scene to see him kind of recap. Okay, Scott, so let me get this straight, right? And he's kind of recapping the film. That would have been awesome. But they decided to not go that route. But yeah, I mean, basically, Cassie creates a little device. It sends off a signal to the quantum realm. They get pulled into the quantum realm, and Kang is down there, and he's trying to escape and get out. It's basically he's trapped down there, and he's kind of taken over this kind of subsection of the quantum realm that we've really never seen before. And it's a very interesting world. So to not spend too much time on this, basically, like I said, I can understand where the divisiveness is coming from, because I have seen the Rotten Tomatoes, guys. I know this is one that's very split between critics and audience ratings, right? The critics have this movie at about a 47%, so it is rotten from their scale. But on the audience rating, it is at 85%, which is super, super solid. So very torn here, right? Like, I definitely fall in the audience scale. I like this movie. But man, if you go on Twitter and you kind of just search the hashtag for this and you go down, it literally jumps from I hated this, I love this, I hated this, I love this. Oh my God, this movie sucks. Wow, this movie was awesome. It just ping pongs, man, from loved it to hated it. So it is one of the lowest critically movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe next to Eternals. And that's really sad for this. And I feel really bad because I think it's a really fun, good movie. It is very weird. It is very sci-fi. We're in the quantum realm. You're seeing different kinds of alien creatures and, MODOK. And you're seeing these different things pop up that you're just like, what? And it's hard to talk about it kind of in a non-spoiler way, but, I think that just threw people off. People that don't like sci-fi, it's going to be hard to really grasp onto this movie. It is super, super sci-fi. Um, I love sci-fi, so you know what? The weirdness I could take. Is it my favorite Ant-Man movie? It is not. It is actually my third favorite Ant-Man movie. This is my least favorite. And again, that's not to say I didn't like it. It's just, again, when you stack them up against the others, it falls below. So I did really enjoy this movie. My daughter has actually seen it twice. She's seen it more than me. So when I was out of town, she went and saw it again. So she really likes it. But I know when I had her rank it out of the three movies, and she put it kind of in the middle. So she put it in the middle of the three. So um, she thought Kang was very annoying, which is funny coming from a 9-year-old, right? Like, well, get ready for him because he's coming back. But no, I thought the movie really did its thing. I thought Jonathan Majors was outstanding as Kang. I love the expansive role for Michelle Pfeiffer on kind of like what happened during all those years that she was down there in the quantum realm and the things she saw and the things she dealt with. I thought Cassie, being older and kind of getting her own suit was a nice addition. It was a fun movie, man. It was a fun ride. Is it my favorite? No. Would I hope that? I mean, this was my third most anticipated movie of 2023, number three out of the whole list. And, I am a little bit let down from that aspect just because it wasn't a big blowout 5-star movie, but I still give this one 4 out of 5. I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a fun time at the theater, and I wouldn't mind going to see it again. So that's what I got for you guys. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania now in theaters, and 4 out of 5 for me on that one. Now, fast forwarding a week, and we got this week's new release, and it is Cocaine Bear. And yes, Cocaine Bear is a movie that was on my honorable mentions for top movies, anticipated movies of 2023, just because of that trailer and how batshit crazy it was, right? Seeing that this is based on a true story about this bear that's on cocaine. What else do you need to know, right? An oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converge in a Georgia forest where a 500-pound black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine. This is loosely based on a true story about a drug run where they basically throw these drugs out this plane into this forest. And before the drug cartel can get to the bags, one of the bags rips open and the bear gets some cocaine in the system and he goes ballistic. And then we're just off to the races, man. This is a silly movie. But it works. It works, guys. Sometimes you can have a silly movie. You don't need the best script. You don't need the best scenes. You just want to have fun. And this is going to be one of those campy movies, right? That's kind of like a Snakes on a Plane that just, becomes this kind of cult classic as you go down the road. I mean, it is just fun. And that's the biggest word I can use for this one. It's action packed. It goes, goes, goes. It never really slows down. When the bear attacks, it's hilarious. They do the scenes perfectly, and I just had an amazing time with this one. And it inspired tonight's show title, which I don't know if I went over at the beginning of the show, but season 26, episode 8, tonight's show is titled White Lines. Because every time I see that trailer, or when I watch this movie over the weekend, White Lines plays, and it just gets stuck in your head. It's so, so good. Yeah, I loved it, guys. I thought this was a blast. If you watched the trailer and thought it looked hilarious and looked good, go watch it because you're going to get the trailer just blown up into 90 minutes. So it really did its job. If you watched the trailer and thought it looked stupid as shit, don't bother to watch this because that's all this movie is. So it's just going to depend on where you lie based on that trailer. So I had an amazing time with this. It's crazy. It was nice to see Ray Liotta one last time. This is his last film role. So Ray getting to go out on top. But yeah, fun time at the theater, man. Go check out Cocaine Bear. I give this one 4 out of 5 stars as well. Okay, let's move on over to TV. And there's not a ton to really talk about over on TV. The big debut for me was the second season premiere of Bel-Air. I love this drama version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that Peacock does. And season 1 was incredible. Season 2 just started. The first episode dropped. I grew up on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, loved it, and seeing this different kind of take on these characters in a more serious, drama-filled way just really clicks for me. It really, really works, and I love it. And season 2 kicked off with a bang, and I'm so excited this show's back. So check out Bel-Air season 2 over on Peacock. A show that a lot of you might not remember or had maybe even watched is a show called Party Down. And Party Down was a really fun comedy that aired for 2 seasons way back in the day. And it had people like Adam Scott, Ken Marino, Jane Lynch, Ryan Hansen, Martin Starr, Megan Mullally. Like, there was a lot of people that popped up on Party Down, and like people that you'll definitely recognize in other projects since then. And it's about a catering company. That's what Party Down is. They're a catering company. They go to these Richie houses and events, and they try to cater these things. But they're an oddball group of people. Then, of course, hilarity ensues. So this show ran for a couple seasons, kind of faded away, but became a cult classic down the road. And they decided to do a revival. So everybody's pretty much come back to this. And season 3 just launched this past weekend. It's on Stars. So hopefully you have Stars and you can check this out. It's great to see everybody back. Yes, Adam Scott is back. He's in everything this day and age. Ken Marino's back. Jane Lynch is back. Ryan Hansen's back. Martin Starr is back. Megan Mullally's back. There's a lot of cameos back on this one. Only one missing so far is Lizzie Kaplan. And I love Lizzie Kaplan, but she's super, super busy. So hopefully they do reference her. Hopefully maybe she'll pop up on an episode. But she's not back fully in this revival. But everybody's pretty much back, and this was a pretty funny pilot episode, or not really pilot episode, but premiere episode of season 3 and its return. So check that out over on Stars. And lastly, real quick, for those of you that like wrestling, I'm a big WWE fan. Something's showing over on A&E now. For those of you that maybe have missed it, A&E is doing WWE Sunday nights. And they have 2 shows that they do every Sunday now. One is Biography, WWE Legends, which is a 2-hour biography on a certain superstar, followed up by a show called WWE Rivals, which really shows kind of the details between, 2 superstars that had a great rivalry over the years. So this aired last year and then took a big break, but it's back, and it's back with a bang. I love these documentaries. They're so good. So the premiere documentary was about the NWO, and then the new one that just dropped last night was about Jake the Snake Roberts. Over on Rivals, we had Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, and then the one last night was The Undertaker and Mankind. And there's a lot of great ones coming down the road. So make sure you set those DVRs and check out Biography, WWE Legends, and WWE Rivals if you're a wrestling fan over on A&E. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. There you go. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in theaters, 4 out of 5. Cocaine Bear in theaters, 4 out of 5. Check out Bel-Air season 2 on Peacock. Party Down season 3 on Stars. And of course, the Biography and the Rivals show from WWE on A&E Sunday nights. Okay. Let's get into the box office. And I'm going to run down 2 reports for you guys because I missed last week's box office. So I just wanted to kind of set some context here. So this is from the weekend that Ant-Man came out, okay? Number 10 is A Man Called Otto. Number 9 is Missing. Number 8 is Marlowe. Number 7 is Titanic. Number 6 is 80 for Brady. Number 5 is Knock at the Cabin. Number 4 is Magic Mike's Last Dance. Number 3 is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Number 2, Avatar: The Way of Water. And number 1, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which brought in $108 million in the 3 days. It was also a holiday weekend, so they did the 4 days, which it hit $120 million. So very nice debut for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Of course, the highest debut for an Ant-Man movie in the box office. So there you go there. Then we go to this weekend's box office, which is, the brand new one that just dropped.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm James Lovino, and I'm here to tell you about Alternate Sides, a movie podcast with a twist. I've worked in the film business for 2 decades, but I haven't actually seen that many movies, and this has been driving my frequent collaborator, Sam, a self-confessed film snob, crazy. So every week, while he's stuck in his car trying to avoid getting a parking ticket, thanks to New York City's alternate side parking regulations, we discuss a classic film I've finally just gotten around to seeing. Alternate Sides, a new podcast about movies, parking, and a 25-year friendship, wherever you get your podcasts.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Thought I duplicated my list, but it is the new one. But yes, this is the new box office that just dropped last night. So this is with the debut of Cocaine Bear. So from that weekend to this weekend, we have number 10, A Man Called Otto. Number 9 is Missing. Number 8, 80 for Brady. Number 7, Knock at the Cabin, which you can also, by the way, get on VOD now. Number 6, Magic Mike's Last Dance. Number 5, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Number 4, Avatar: The Way of Water. Number 3, Jesus Revolution. Big debut for that one. Number 2, Cocaine Bear. Congratulations, Cocaine Bear, bringing in $23 million. They had estimated on the high end that Cocaine Bear would make 15 this weekend, but it pulled in 23. So very strong, better than expected Cocaine Bear debut. And number 1, once again, is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But the sad news is the movie took a 69% drop from week 1 to week 2. Now, some people are saying it's because of Cocaine Bear that a lot of the people that would have went to see Ant-Man again for repeated viewings went to Cocaine Bear instead. But also because of the mixed reviews that not a lot of people went out the second weekend to check it out. So it went from that 120 million for those 4 days down to just 32 million for week 2. So it did hold on to the number 1 spot, but it is a massive drop percentage wise, coming in around almost 70% at 69.7% drop. Ooh. That's rough, man. Go support it. It's worth it. I mean, I think it's messed up that it dropped that much. Definitely doesn't deserve it. But that's your box office, guys. That's how it runs down for the last 2 weeks. And with that being said, okay, we got 11 days worth of news to get through, so let's blaze on through. Again, I'm going to touch quickly on the news of the past 11 days here. If you like to see or read anything more that I have, make sure you check out our social media, our Twitter page, twitter.com/am I on the air. We'll take you to it. Don't even need to have a Twitter. Just go to that website. It'll show you everything. And of course, our Facebook at facebook.com/am I on the air. So everything will be there if you want to get into more of the nittiest of the grittiest. Okay. So going on over to news, we have the new trailer for Operation Fortune, which is Guy Ritchie's new Jason Statham movie. Looks really, really good. It hits theaters March 3rd. So it's coming out this Friday. A little bummed about the release date because this is also the release of Creed 3. So if I had to pick, I'm going to go see Creed. But I do want to see this one, and I might just have to wait another week to get to it. But check out the new trailer. Looks really good. This movie was supposed to come out last year, got delayed, but here you go. Meet your new true detectives. That's right, the darkness of Arctic Falls, heavy upon Night Country. That's going to be the new title for the new True Detective on HBO. Night Country, the new season of the HBO original True Detective starring Jodie Foster and Callie Race is coming soon to HBO. Blade is going to start filming in the next month. So there you go. We're finally moving forward with Blade. So get ready, Mahershala Ali. Getting ready to finally throw on that leather jacket and let's get going. Congratulations to Poker Face nabbing a season 2 renewal. Guys, if you're not watching Poker Face, get with it. This is one of the best shows on television right now. This is from Ryan Johnson, who of course did the Knives Out movies. This show is awesome, starring Natasha Lyonne. She is fantastic in it. I love this show. I look forward to it every single week, and I'm so happy to hear that it's got a season 2 renewal. This is like the biggest Peacock original show that they've done, so make sure you support. We have the trailer for Daisy Jones and the Six, so check out the new music drama that is coming to Amazon. Kevin Feige says Marvel knows when and how they're going to introduce the X-Men into the MCU, so very interesting there. We're getting closer and closer. We have the new trailer for Lucky Hank, which is Bob Odenkirk's new midlife crisis show. I saw this trailer. Still don't know what to think of this show. Doesn't really show that it's heading in any particular direction. But I do like Bob Odenkirk, so I might just give it a chance for him. But it's definitely interesting. We have the final trailer for Creed 3. Like I said, hits theaters this Friday, so make sure you check that out. We have the trailer for Love Again, starring Priyanka Chopra and Sam Yoonan. It's a new rom-com that they did. Barry Keoghan is set to star in a new Billy the Kid movie. Not interested. How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon is getting a live action movie that is in the works. I was very late to the party on How to Train Your Dragon. Didn't watch the first couple movies, and then I watched the last one they put out because that was after my daughter was born, and we loved it. And then we were like, dude, this dragon, toothless, like the whole mythology, it was really, really cool, man. So I'm stoked to see a live action version put together. So very, very cool. Constantine and I Am Legend sequels are going to be top priority for Warner Brothers. So there you go, guys. It looks like they are still moving forward with both of these that a lot of people felt would have been on the fence. We have some new John Wick Chapter 4 character posters that show all the little weird characters we're going to be bumping into. So make sure you check that out. Kevin Feige says that the reboot of Fantastic Four will be a big pillar in the MCU in the future. So, of course, a lot of focus on Fantastic Four for sure. BJ Novak's anthology series, The Premise, will not be returning for season 2. I like this show, actually. This was a Hulu exclusive, and I really enjoyed season 1. I love anthology series, right? You give me something different each week. I really dug it, and it's unfortunate it will not be returning. Run the World lands a season 2 over on Stars, and it will be premiering in May. So for those of you that are looking forward to that show, that's when you'll see its return. The Mole has been renewed for season 2 over on Netflix. We have the final trailer for John Wick Chapter 4, so make sure you check that out. Remember, that's going to hit theaters March 24th. Looking really forward to that. That's one day after my birthday. So John Wick Chapter 4 is my birthday movie, and that's always a good thing. Power Ghost. That's right, Power Book 2 Ghost coming back for season 3, and I'm so excited, guys. I love this show. It's coming back Friday, March 17th over on Stars, and I'm ready. Big fan of this series and all the spin-offs. Power is a really, really great series, and looking forward, man. The season trailer for this one looks awesome, so I'm super, super stoked. In some sad news, Bruce Willis has been diagnosed with dementia after retiring due to his aphasia. So remember he retired back in March 2022 when he had been diagnosed with aphasia and that he would retire from acting. His condition has now progressed into dementia. So very, very sad for Bruce Willis. Definitely wishing him nothing but the best for him and his family. A female-led Starsky and Hutch reboot is in development. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. Hopefully they do it comedic, like the Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson one. I love the Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Starsky and Hutch. If they did a comedic one like that with 2 strong female leads, that would be awesome. If they're going drama style, I don't know. Sounds like it's going to be going to Fox, so we'll see. I bet you they're going to try to go like real with it, like Lethal Weapon. So we'll see. We have the new trailer for Tetris. Yeah, that's right. Taron Egerton starring in the Tetris movie, which it's not. I remember when they announced this and we were all like, they're doing a Tetris movie? How stupid is that? And then it's actually a biography movie based on the creation of Tetris and the story that was behind it. So it's not really like about like the blocks are coming down from the sky and killing Earth. Like this is about the creation of the game. So it makes a lot more sense now that we're getting the Tetris movie. So great trailer though, man. Coming to Apple TV Plus, looks awesome. Okay. We also have the first full trailer for Love and Death starring Elizabeth Olsen. This is her love affair taking a dark turn. I'm looking really forward to this. Now this is the same story that Hulu has already done. Hulu did a show last year called Candy, with oh man, of course I'm gonna space her name now. Damn. Give me 1 second, because I don't want to disrespect, but I am can't think of what the hell that was. Jessica Biel. There we go. It had Jessica Biel, Melanie Linsky, Pablo Schreiber, Justin Timberlake popped up. And so yes, this same story was a show called Candy that was on Hulu last year. And I really liked that show. Jessica Biel was amazing. And Candy was an awesome show. So this new show, Love and Death with Elizabeth Olsen, is the same story, just an HBO Max version now. Elizabeth Olsen playing the same character that Jessica Biel played. So it is about this lady who has an affair and then ends up killing the guy's wife. And did she do it on purpose? Was it self-defense? You have to see to find out. I like this trailer. I'll watch it because I like the story and I'm curious to see Elizabeth Olsen's take on it. But I just wanted to shout out Candy because for those of you that like these kind of things, these true life kind of stories, I really think you should check out Candy on Hulu and get ready for this one, right? And you can kind of see both sides of it. So looking forward to this one because I love Elizabeth Olsen. All right, moving along, we have the new trailer for One True Loves. Philippa So chooses between Simu Liu and Luke Bracey. That's right, we got a new rom-com starring Shang-Chi, and there you go, it's called One True Loves. Kevin Feige says that he finds James Gunn's DCU exciting and he can't wait to see it, so love the support there from his old boss. Aaron Eckhart is set to lead a flight gone wrong as terrorists take to the skies for a new action thriller called Mid-Air. The Leader, that's right, Tim Blake Nelson, Vera Farmiga are set to star in a film about the Heaven's Gate cult, and I find it funny that this movie's called The Leader because that's the character he plays in the Hulk. And he's going to be playing again in Captain America 4, New World Order. So kind of interesting that Tim Blake Nelson, of all people, is going to star in a movie called The Leader. So not to have any confusion in the marketplace that he's going to be in two leaders. This Is Us standout Rachel Hilson is joining Josh Holloway in J.J. Abrams' upcoming HBO Max crime drama that he's putting together over there. Paramount Plus announces a price increase. It's only going to be another $1 more, so let's not freak the fuck out, okay? And you're going to be getting Showtime with it this summer, so enjoy the extra content. The Flash final season brings back Teddy Sears as Zoom and John Wesley Shipp, of course, as Jay Garrick. SNL is going to be having Travis Kelce from the Chiefs and, of course, Jenna Ortega from Wednesday hosting episodes in March. So looking forward, especially to the Jenna Ortega one. I think it's going to be great. We got the season 2 trailer for Doogie Kamealoha over MD over on Disney Plus. Of course, this is kind of a spin-off of Doogie Howser, but now we have a girl doctor over on Hawaii. And this was a fun show, man. My daughter actually really, really liked season 1 and is looking forward to season 2 coming down the pipe here. Let's check out that trailer. Ryan Seacrest out of Live with Kelly and Ryan. That's right. After all these years, Ryan Seacrest is leaving the show, and Kelly's real-life husband, Mark Consuelos, is going to take his place as the full-time co-host. So now you're going to have Live with Kelly and Mark. Okay. The How to Train Your Dragon live action movie has been given a March 14th, 2025 release date. So there you go. So you know they're moving fast on that one since it has a release date already. We have the brand new trailer for The Marvels. Oh man, I'm so excited for this movie. Of course, the Captain Marvel sequel with Miss Marvel in it, and Maria Rambeau from WandaVision. This poster is badass. I really, really love it. The only thing that's not badass is the movie got delayed. So this movie was supposed to come out in July. It has officially been pushed to November 10th. That's right, guys. November 10th is The Marvels. So definitely a bummer on that one. We're going to have to wait quite some time, man. We're not going to have anything. You know, Guardians comes out the beginning of May, and then it's going to be nothing all the way through November 10th, unless it's a Disney Plus show. So yeah, Higher, Further, Faster, Together. The Marvels coming to theaters November 10th. Superman and Lois, new episodes drop March 14th. Get ready for the new season there. Season 3, looking really forward to that. Superman and Lois, really strong show for sure. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, didn't even know this was coming, but they're coming back again for a third film, so get ready for that. Patrick Dempsey is in talks to star in Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, his new slasher film that he's putting together, so very cool there. Edited HBO shows are set to air on TNT, TBS, and they're going to start with True Blood. So yes, they're editing down some of their shows to stream on regular network television. But see, I don't know. For me, HBO shows edited down lose something in the mix. So not super happy about that one. Kevin Feige says Hugh Jackman joining the MCU is a full circle moment for him, as he was a producer on the first X-Men movie. He says he was there in the audition room when Hugh Jackman auditioned, and he's like being able to see him start and then come all the way back all these 20 plus years later to do it again is definitely a full circle moment. I think that's super, super cool. The live action Lilo and Stitch movie is going to add Zach Galifianakis in an undisclosed role. So nice little addition there. Andy Samberg's animated series has added Daniel Radcliffe. The show is going to be called Dig Man. And yeah, Daniel Radcliffe has joined the cast of the voice cast for the adult animated series. A new live-action Hellboy movie reboot is in development. Why? Why is the question. The first two Hellboy movies failed. Then they rebooted it just last year with David Harbour. It failed. Why are we thinking that Hellboy's just going to click at some point? It's not. Nobody cares. Put it away. Don't waste the money. Kevin Feige hints at a big role for Kamala Khan in the Marvels, so that is awesome there. She's going to be the first big one to really transition from the TV show to the movies, and that's super cool, man. My daughter loves Miss Marvel, and she's so excited for the Marvels, man. Seeing her with Captain Marvel, oh man, she's losing her mind on this one. M. Night Shyamalan's next movie is going to be a film called Trap, and it's going to be coming from Warner Brothers. So there you go there. Of course, tight-lipped elsewise. Shadow and Bone Season 2, we have the first full trailer for that one. Check it out. Disney's Haunted Mansion has been moved up. So this one kind of flip-flopped with the Marvels. This movie was supposed to come out in November. It's going to come out in July now, since they kind of swapped there and the Marvels moved from July to November, so they kind of flip-flop. So Haunted Mansion now coming out in the summertime. So very cool there. Looking forward to that one. Babylon coming to Paramount Plus this month. That's right. Actually, it's already hit. So this is older news. While I was out of town, it's already hit Paramount Plus. So if you're looking to watch Babylon, you could check it out there. Peyton Reed talks about incorporating his Fantastic Four ideas into Ant-Man 3, so you kind of get a little idea there of some of the stuff he did, which definitely makes sense after you've seen the film. Scream 6, the box office projections are predicting a franchise high, which is very, very cool there. Rami Malek is set to star in a new CIA thriller from Slow Horses director James Howes. It's going to be called Amateur. Jordana Brewster, Scott Speedman, and Lawrence Fishburne are set to star in a new thriller called The Offer. Frank Grillo says there's a script for a final Purge film and tells the studio he's ready to go. I would love to see Frank Grillo return to The Purge. Let's get it done. I love it. Michael Keaton is once again set to star in a new parenting comedy. It's going to be called Good Rich. I am down. Sign me up for that one as well. Sex Education's Emma McKay says she's leaving after season 4. So another person leaving that show, man. They've had a lot of turnover. Richard Belzer from SVU and Homicides, John Munch, is dead at 78. That's right, Richard Belzer passed away at the age of 78 back on February 19th. Very sad to hear. He's one of those actors that when you see him pop up, you're like, oh, okay, this guy's for real. And very sad to hear. So thoughts and prayers out to his family and friends. Outer Banks has been renewed for season 4. The Mighty Ducks has been canceled over on Disney Plus after 2 seasons. Bummer here. My daughter loved this show, so that definitely sucks. The People's Court and Judge Mathis have been canceled after decades on daytime TV, man. My wife is super bummed about People's Court, man. She loved the show. So yeah, 2 judge shows seeing the wayside. Another one canceled to Disney Plus is Big Shot after just 2 seasons. That's John Stamos' show. Blood and Treasure is also canceled. It will not be returning for a season 3. Tina Fey and Tim Meadows are set to reprise their Mean Girls movie roles in the Paramount Plus adaptation of the Broadway musical. So this is awesome news right here, man. That's very, very cool. Avatar, The Way of Water sinks Titanic to rank officially as the number 3 picture of all time. So congratulations to James Cameron, who has now directed the top 3 films ever made. So awesome. Alicia Silverstone and Nick Frost, along with Kevin Connolly, have joined a new dark comedy called Crazy House. We got an article up with Alden Ehrenreich talking about Cocaine Bear, talking about his Lord and Miller reunion, talking about Oppenheimer, Ironheart, and falling behind on Star Wars. So check that out if you want to have some more insight. James Cameron says he would love to direct The Last Train from Hiroshima before he does Avatar 4. So we'll see, man. I know he's already started filming Avatar 4, so kind of interesting premise to say I want to film something before then, even though you've started filming Avatar 4. But I think it'd be cool to see James Cameron step out of Avatar and do something a little different. I'm sure he's probably going a little cuckoo, just being stuck in the Avatar world 24/7. But I think this would be cool. So we'll see if that ends up happening, man. Last Train from Hiroshima. James Gunn says that his Superman Legacy movie that he's writing and been working on was in development before he took over DCU. So this was big breaking news, man, because still people are really mad about the Henry Cavill thing. I am one of them. And a lot of people have been kind of giving James Gunn a lot of crap about Superman. And he finally came out and said, look, I was hired 6 months ago to write this movie, and so there was never an intention when I was writing this film that it was going to be Henry Cavill. Like this was a reboot. Um, and they just continued on once they took over as president. So very interesting since they had hired James Gunn to make this movie. Was it going to be an Elseworld movie? Possibly, because we know Warner Brothers told Henry Cavill to say he was back. So he was going to be in a Superman movie, but then why make James Gunn make this film? So unless they, like I said, unless they wanted to use it as an Elseworld thing, but very interesting to hear that he was hired over 6 months ago to write this film. All right. We got an Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania Easter egg article up if you want to dig in and see what you maybe missed. Xbox and Nintendo have signed a 10-year deal for Call of Duty. Very smart move there on their behalf. We have the trailer for Perfect Addiction, which is Prime Video's romantic MMA drama. Yes, an MMA drama. That's a term I didn't think I'd ever say. The Gorillaz movie is no longer moving forward at Netflix. And when I say Gorillaz with a Z, I'm talking about the music group. So yes, it's no longer moving forward. The Rick and Michonne Walking Dead spinoff has officially begun production. We have the trailer for The Boston Strangler starring Keira Knightley and Carrie Coon. It is the new true crime drama that'll be coming to Hulu. All My Friends Are Dead. Jojo Siwa is set to lead that horror movie. Jon Favreau says The Mandalorian Season 4 is written already. Hell yeah, man. Smart move there, moving way forward and getting that done. Loki Season 2 is reportedly going to feature more Jonathan Majors than Season 1 had. That kind of makes sense, right? James Gunn talks about Wonder Woman and teases some future DCU casting, so check that out. The Morning Show Season 3, Billy Crudup teases a time jump, and Bradley's reaction to Corey's declaration of love. So good to hear that we're finally getting closer to Morning Show Season 3. I feel like this show has the biggest gaps between seasons. They need to get going, man. A lot of people forget that the show is even on. CBS has renewed NCIS, CSI Vegas, and The Amazing Race. So some nice additions there. We have the new trailer for Rabbit Hole. Kiefer Sutherland plays spy games and trusts no one in the first trailer for the Paramount Plus thriller. So I'll be checking that one out for sure. Southside has been canceled over on HBO Max. Supernatural vet Ruthie Connell is set to reprise her Rowena role on the Winchesters prequel. Javisa Leslie eyes her first post-Batwoman TV role in a new ABC police drama pilot that they're putting together. So she's awesome, and I'm happy for her success here. Mindhunter is officially dead at Netflix. That's right. David Fincher says Season 3 will not happen. Sorry, the show is dead. So no more Mindhunter. BMF, 2 Chainz, and Neo are set to recur in Season 3 of the crime drama that airs over on Starz. Some cool additions there. Love is Blind Season 4 is coming, so get ready for some new episodes there. We have the trailer for The Pope's Exorcist. That's right, Russell Crowe stars in this one, inspired by the true story of Father Gabriel Amorth, chief exorcist of the Vatican. The Pope's Exorcist is exclusively in movie theaters April 14th. All right. Ryan Reynolds set to star in and produce a new comedy movie called Boy Band. I love the sounds of this big time. And he's working with his Free Guy partners. Everybody that was involved in that is here. Yeah, it's just This one sounds really funny about boy bands, and I can see Ryan Reynolds killing this one right here. New Lord of the Rings movie is in development. Oh, sorry, I passed out for a second because that's how I feel about Lord of the Rings. But I know a lot of you love this stuff, and I'm sure you're excited that more movies are coming. Allison Brie and Jake Lacey are set to join a new Peacock miniseries called Apples Never Fall. We have a trailer for Past Lives, which teases a decade-spanning love story. It comes from A24. Stephen Yeun is going to make his MCU debut. That's right, in Marvel's Thunderbolts. So he is joining the Thunderbolts in a major role, but of course, again, it's undisclosed, so we don't know what he's playing. But welcome, Stephen, to the MCU. The Welcome to Derry It prequel has officially been ordered to series. That's right, it is coming to HBO Max. It is a green light. We are moving forward with the prequel series. I'm super excited about this one. We have the trailer for About My Father, starring Robert De Niro. It's a new family dramedy that he did. Wonder Man, Stella Meggy is set to direct the Disney Plus MCU series. Marvel's saying that the main reason they pushed the Marvels to November is to give them more time with the post-production, that they're still working on a lot of the effects, and they want to give the movie a lot of time to really nail it and get everything done the way they need. So moving it to November gives them all the time they need. So, hey, man, if it makes the movie better, I'm all for it. Still sucks it got pushed back, but hopefully that is the true reason there. So, Melissa Barra and Paul Mescal are set to lead a new musical drama called Carmen, and we have the first teaser trailer for that. House of the Dragon Season 2 should be coming out next year. HBO Max exec says next summer, most likely. Rosario Dawson says that hopefully we'll get some updated news and release date window for Ahsoka coming to Disney Plus this year. So there you go there. Guillermo del Toro is confirmed to direct an animated adaptation of The Buried Giant over on Netflix. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is only tracking to debut between 35 to 40 million. That's sad. That's really, really sad. I don't know why people are not excited about Shazam, man. I'm ready for Shazam. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully it will debut higher than that, because there's a lot of concern on a $35 to $40 million debut. But we'll see what ends up happening when it actually gets here. I just don't think a lot of people are looking to pre-buy a lot of stuff for this one. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery Director's Commentary is available over on Netflix. That's really cool. I know a lot of people look forward to that when they buy films. So this is very cool that Netflix is doing a director commentary. So you can stream that right now over on Netflix. The Flash is going to premiere at CinemaCon more than 6 weeks early. So that's awesome, man. Shows a lot of confidence in this movie that they're going to show it at CinemaCon. So very, very cool. I'm still very stoked about The Flash. Succession is going to end with season 4. So I know a lot of people love this show, man, but it will end with season 4. Rihanna is set to perform the Black Panther anthem "Lift Me Up" at the Oscars. So that's very cool there. That's going to be awesome. Hack season 3 is paused production as Jean Smart is recovering from her heart procedure. So they're going to put a pause on that one. Jason Clarke is set to play an Alaska lawman battling escape cons in Apple TV Plus's new show, The Last Frontier. Poker Face gave Peacock its best streaming chart debut ever. So very cool there. That's why I got renewed for season 2. Another show coming to an end, but I think it's time, is The Goldbergs. The Goldbergs is set to end with season 10, which is its current season that it's on. Guys, I love this show. I love this show so much. It has so much heart. It's so funny. It's 10 seasons, guys. It has ran its course. It really, really has. And I'm glad that they've realized that now. And they're going to go out, the way they should. So Goldberg's wrapping up with season 10. Harvey Weinstein sentenced to 16 years following his rape conviction in the LA trial. Good riddance. Allison Brie and Jake Lacey are joining Peacock's new limited series, Apples Never Fall, based on the book from Leanne Moriarty's. So there you go there. Jake Lacey doing another Peacock adaptation. He just came off one. Friend of the Family, which he was excellent in. Definitely deserved some awards recognition for that one. When Calls the Heart has been renewed for season 11 over on the Hallmark Channel. True Blood reboot is dead over at HBO. That's right. They were trying to work on a new iteration of True Blood, but no longer moving forward. Kelly Rowland is set to star in Tyler Perry's Mea Culpa for Netflix. Addison Rae is set to star in Eli Roth's horror thriller Thanksgiving. Guess what? We just saw an article with Dave Bautista a couple weeks ago when he was doing Knock at the Cabin stuff, talking about that he really wanted to get going on My Spy, doing My Spy 2, right? And a lot of people forget that he did My Spy. This was a movie that was supposed to come out during the pandemic. It never got released in theaters. Amazon Prime bought the rights and put it as a Prime original, and it did really well for Prime. But Batista loves that movie, and he's been waiting to do a sequel. Now it is official. Prime Video has secured the return of Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman, along with Kristen Schaal and Ken Jeong, for the My Spy sequel, which would be called My Spy: The Eternal City. And new additions to the film are Anna Faris, Craig Robinson, and Flula Borg. So this sounds awesome. We're going to get a sequel. We're getting all the original people back, plus Anna Faris, which is amazing, Craig Robinson, which is amazing, Flula Borg is hilarious. So this is a big win-win-win in my eyes, man. So get ready for My Spy: The Eternal City. They're going to start filming that soon. So great additions there. Let's see here. The Umbrella Academy Season 4 has added Nick Offerman and David Cross to the cast. Dead Boy Detectives, which was coming to HBO Max, has been moved to Netflix. That's right. Netflix picking up the rights to this one, mainly because HBO Max doesn't want to put anything on their platform DC related that doesn't fit in with James Gunn's new DC universe. And Dead Boy Detectives does not fit in that. So the way to get around it, throw it over to Netflix, and then that way it doesn't confuse. HBO Max is going to be the exclusive area for the real stuff, so to speak, for the DCU. Warner Brothers is suing Paramount over South Park streaming rights. That's right. Remember, Warner Brothers paid Paramount a lot of money to be able to house South Park on HBO Max and have the whole library, which they do. But Paramount Plus being a little sneaky, saying, hey, we got all the specials and the movies that they're doing. Everything there is coming to Paramount Plus. And Warner Brothers is like, oh, hell no. We paid y'all billions to be like, we're the house of South Park, so they don't like it, and we're going to have a lawsuit on our hands. So there you go over there. We'll see what happens with that. Only Murders in the Building Season 3 has added Ashley Park. We have the new Red Band trailer for The Machine, the Russian mob comedy starring Bert Kreischer and Mark Hamill. This movie looks batshit crazy, and I'm down for it. The Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That Season 2 has added Sam Smith to the cast. Very interesting there. We have the new trailer for The Power, which is coming to Prime Video. It's a new sci-fi series. Looks really good, actually. I really like the trailer for this one. Kerry Washington and Delroy Lindo are set to lead a new Hulu comedy called Unprisoned. Easy Waltz is a new film that's going to be starring Vince Vaughn, Michelle Monaghan, Al Pacino, and Simon Rex in Nick Pizzolatto's directorial debut. So nice little cast there. Sean Levy being eyed to direct Ryan Reynolds in that boy band comedy. So, of course, Sean Levy, who directed Free Guy, he directed The Adam Project. He's going to direct Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 3. So after Deadpool 3, it looks like they're going to jump right into boy bands. So Sean Levy not officially signed on yet, but I bet you it's coming. Michael Mando has been fired from Apple TV Plus's Sinking Spring after an on-set incident. Wagner Moura has joined the cast in a recast. So, what did you do? What did you do? Modern Family's Eric Stone Street is set to suit up as a mad Santa in season 2 of the Santa Clauses. Soulmates has been canceled at AMC, reversing the sci-fi anthology season 2 renewal. I don't like these reversals, man. I think it's super, super rude. And they continue to hit. We got several articles up with the writer of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania talking about the story, talking about the future, talking about things left on the cutting room floor. So if you just like some more insight on behind-the-scenes stuff, check that out. The unrated and theatrical versions of Megan are now streaming on Peacock, so check that out. I'm looking forward to seeing the unrated version to see what's different. Hopefully there's a lot, because that was my biggest beef with Megan, was that it felt so too, trim down. And my daughter is begging me to watch Megan right now. Like I said, she's 9 years old, so I'm teetering on the, do I be the cool dad and let her check it out, or do I not? Obviously, I would show her the PG-13 one. I don't think it's super crazy that she could watch it. I don't know. We'll see. My wife isn't super sold on it. We'll see. Dad, I want to see Megan. Dad, please, I want to see Megan. Let's see here. We have the SAG Awards winners. So congratulations to everyone at the SAG Awards. So make sure you check that out. That just aired last night. A lot of big winners there. And Simu Liu, of course, Shang-Chi coming up again. He says an upcoming Marvel team-up that you might see something sooner than you think. Oh, don't tease me, buddy. Don't tease me, because that sounds pretty damn awesome. Could we get a Marvel team-up sooner than we think? Possibly. So that's it, guys. That's our show. Man, I did it. I did it in 53 minutes. We barely went 10 minutes over of what we normally do. So very cool for an extra week's worth of stuff to talk about. So glad to get caught up with you guys. I feel relief on my shoulders. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, guys, keep an eye out for that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania spoiler review. Like I said, we will probably be going live tonight. It is Monday, February the 27th. We'll probably be going live tonight to record it, unless something changes. And then check that out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Am I on the Air. And like I said, if you want to wait for the audio version, it will be up this week, I promise you. Okay, so let's do some shout outs. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage, so make sure you bookmark that. It has links to everything you need, but I'm going to run it down. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. Follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Make sure you like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast feed, Am I on the Air? Available on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. If Apple's not your thing, get us on Spotify. Get us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn. We're on everything. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Am I on the Air Quick Bites feed as well. Subscribe to us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Am I on the Air and you'll get to us there. Thank you to our great affiliates at RedDragonsRadio.com. Follow on Twitter at RedDragonsRadio. Our great affiliates at Pop Culture Pros. Follow on Twitter at PopCulture_Pros, where we're always streaming on demand over there, and I appreciate the support. And that'll do it for me here tonight. Hope you all have an amazing week. Next week, we'll talk about Creed 3, and we'll see what else comes down the pipe, guys. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Red Dragons!
Red Dragons!